All right, welcome back to Controversial Conversations. It's your girl KJ.
You already know what time it is.
I'm not. I'm not gonna play with you, boy.
I'm feeling myself. We a couple shows in. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting a lot of love for the both of us. So had to hit y'all with the intro one time.
Bro, you crazy. Nah, we've been late, man. We fake been slacking on y'all. We know y'all wanted to see us, and we've been tripping, man. We've been on some other stuff, but we coming back, and we got some current events. We gonna talk about how America has a new president.
You my young man. That young man.
That young man, huh?
He's holding it down. But
as you notice, I said America has a new president because I don't have one. I'm the president over myself. I can't speak on America and who their president is for real. That ain't got nothing to do with me.
So what she really mean is y'all don't know her location and her whereabouts. But I'ma just break the news, you feel me? Because she surprised everybody last time with the surprise news. You know what I'm saying? First of all, let us recognize that my co-host is a very great friend and a very supportive individual to all her friends and all her family and all her people. So like I'm gonna insert an image of her supporting, you know what I'm saying, a brand that I've been working on for a while. She doing her thing. I'm not gonna give y'all the details, but just know she doing her thing. And I'm gonna post a little screenshot, a little graphic right here of her getting to it, doing what she do. Cause she be too modest and she don't let y'all know. But go ahead, back to the current events. Uncle Joe killing the game. You know what I'm saying? It's been like a
Uncle Joe, what fucking Grandpa Joe is what you meant.
I mean, the people that voted, anyway. We're not even gonna get into the politics. That's really the fun in all of this is we really not even into politics for real, but we just want to acknowledge it for y'all and for the times because it is a big deal that Trump is gone, and like we are happy about that, and like it's dope to see that it just looks fake normal again. Like it's just the old white dude, you feel me, with his wife on the lawn, you feel me. Like it ain't Obama, you feel me? It ain't jumping, but it ain't Trump where like his wife running from him on the like as he try to walk with her and like he yelling at reporters and like it looked like media takeout or World Star or something.
Fake news.
You feel me? Like he calling bugs fake news, like making all the gifts. Now we just got a regular president. He just put on his suit. He love his wife. You feel me? Go speak to the people. You feel me?
And that's crazy because. I'm gonna have to take my hat off to Biden because he did come in right away on top of business. You know what I'm saying? He signed 15 executive orders on his first day, I believe, and he's been signing stuff ever since. He done did some stuff for the immigrants, some stuff for people who are poor or live in underdeveloped communities.
No, for sure. And even like he did a lot for just like returning like a lot of or reversing like a lot of those weird or like kind of bogus immigration policies and like a lot of the stuff that Trump had implemented on like a lot of people that immigrated here or you know what I'm saying, or their families even like people who have been living here for like decades and like built a community for themselves here. So like it's dope to see that a lot of that stuff's getting reversed and even like the stipulations he put on us working with some other countries, just allowing people to come here. Like some of the stuff was like understandable, but then it's like the majority of it was kind of like, you know what I'm saying? What are you doing?
Like crazy, because something that I didn't even know. I mean, I knew, but I didn't know like the details. How Trump like basically was like, "Nah, I don't want to have nothing to do with climate control," and like left the Paris Agreement on climate change. That was crazy. Like, just to find that out, like, damn, Trump, what you on? Like, you don't want to save the earth?
Hey, man, he didn't even want... if you don't want to keep people alive, I don't think you want to save the planet, but...
I mean, damn.
Damn!
In the words of Gucci. Damn! You feel me? Like, that was crazy. And then, like, he had that ban on on Muslim countries, like majority Muslim countries. Well, Muslims couldn't really come over type shit. Like Trump was really wild, to say the least. And Joe is doing his part in reversing some of this stuff. Like, yeah, he making it a requirement for people that work in federal buildings or just coming into federal buildings. Like, you gotta wear a mask again. Like, Trump lifted that as if COVID didn't exist, as if he wasn't a victim of COVID himself. Like,
we should put a picture up of him with the with the COVID. Cause and then he did. Oh no, we shouldn't even put a picture because it's 2021. We gotta crash it. I'm gonna link up the video of when he got out the hospital. He did like a drive around the hospital, like getting everybody riled up, and then just went back in the hospital, like
what? Trump was crazy. So I will say it's the
while
end
he
of
had COVID.
You feel me? It's the end of an era of us having a funny ass president for real. Like he was comical. He was like a comedian, bro. Like I mean, also like a clown. You know what I'm saying? He was all of that.
He was literally like a clown. That's crazy.
Yeah. He was all of that in one. And
what else?
It's sad to say that Americans voted him in. Not I. I don't think that my vote matters.
All right.
That's another topic.
Moving on. Because now you're going to have us thinking we MSNBC and this CNN. We are, let me remind y'all, we are not the news. We just giving it to y'all straight.
That's funny as hell. But now, moving on, like you said, speaking of some crazy topics, what's your I see you got your little football jersey and shit on. What's your Steph Select?
Oh yeah, that's right. So I didn't even tell Kiana what this is about. So basically we got I'm gonna start like implementing a little sports select section just because I just really rock with sports and I feel like it's a lot of cool stuff going on. So obviously it's gonna be tailored to basketball first. It's gonna be super short. And it's just gonna be my Steph selects for the week or for whatever time period passes between each episode. So with that being said, here we go. Steph selects for this show. Number one, Lonzo. I mean, not even Lonzo. Shout out Lonzo Ball though. But number one, LaMelo Ball. Multiple triple doubles at this point. The youngest player in the NBA to ever get a triple double. You know what I'm saying? He's doing his thing. I told y'all. LaMelo Ball.
Back on it again.
I'm back on it again. Next up, obvious. I don't know if like this is getting like under the radar just because there's so much going on in just sports in general. But Steph Curry is really going crazy again. And he's at that level where it's like people starting to hate on him again. Like, people hate Steph Curry again, and that means that he really hooping again. I'm not comparing him to Damian Lillard. I'm not comparing him to Kyrie. I don't want any smoke. I'm just saying he's back from the sunken place because he was not looking like himself. He was just not looking like himself.
I'm going to tell you this. This is something that a lot of people don't realize. Without Draymond, the Warriors really ain't the Warriors.
That's real. And that's why since he came back.
And when Draymond was out, Steph was looking like shit.
Exactly.
This is my honest opinion. You don't have to think it's facts. I mean, you can look at the numbers, you can watch the film. You
exactly.
feel me? But Draymond came back, Steph looking like Steph.
Simple.
You know what I'm saying? Because he takes a load off of Steph. Like, now you got somebody who really running the show. Like the leader. He's really the leader of the team. You know what I'm saying? Like,
facts.
He's back. And it shows. You know what I'm saying? And not even just a leader vocally, but with his energy. You know what I'm saying? With his defensive play. Like, he uplifts the team in a different kind of way. Like, Steph is that bucket getter. You know what I'm saying? And I don't really see Steph as anything more than that. Like, he's going to get you some buckets. He's going to get a couple assists and shit, too. Like, that's natural. You have to get assists. If you a bucket the way he is, you're going to draw so many players that you have to get assists. Like, if you're not getting assists, then you terrible. Because all you think about is scoring. It's a team sport at the end of the day. Right. But, like, Steph doing what he's supposed to do. I ain't been watching him lately. I've been slacking on my NBA for real.
It's
Cause
all good.
when John Morant went out, you feel me? I had stopped watching and I ain't tuned back in yet. So
It's cool.
I
That's
did
why I'm.
see Lillard drop 44 the other night and hit the game winner on the Bulls.
Yeah, but the Bulls trash. So moving on. Anyway, so back to
Ah!
the rest of my step selects. I got 5, so that's 3. The other one is speaking. This is like a side note because you can't bring since we already here. Draymond Green and Clay frying this man Rodney McGruder the other day. I know you ain't see it. You gonna love to see it when you do. That y'all see her face. I wish I could show y'all her face after she see the video because I'm gonna put it here. And it was hilarious. Like this man, Rodney McGruder, walked over to I forgot who it was, because basically the thing he was mad about happened like in the first quarter. So like whatever he was mad about happened in the first quarter. He didn't get back in the game to do nothing about it. And Draymond Green made it like he gonna explain everything. I'm gonna just be quiet. I'm gonna let him explain it. But that's basically what happened. He came over there on some tough stuff, trying to get in their face after the game, and Draymond's like, who is he? When has he ever been a tough guy? Like, who is Roddy McGruder? Like, most people probably don't even know who he is, didn't know who he was before I said it and before I showed the video. So, that's going to be hilarious when I show it. The next thing, damn, what was the other thing? Oh, y'all hated on my boy. He gained a little weight. Y'all hated on my boy James Harden. Y'all said he was finished. Y'all said he was smoked. Y'all said he was over, and I'm here. As a left-handed hooper, I told y'all, he came back with a triple-double the first game, and he just had to show y'all. We're going to see what happened the rest of the season. It's a lot of games to be played. That's cool. But he came back with a triple-double. Fat and out of shape, teen cancer, all that stuff they said, and he balling. And then the last one, number 5. Shout out John Wall. He has been also back and looking like himself. Again, not in the Kyrie, you feel me, Lillard, he's not up there. But John Wall looking nice. He looking nice again. So that was my step selects, top 5 step selects for this show. All right, back to the current back to the current events.
Alright, we're gonna talk about T.I. and Tiny. Yeah.
Y'all know how much we don't really enjoy Uncle T.I. You know what I'm saying? As much respect as I got for the man's success.
Uncle Cliff.
You feel me? Like my boy was able to keep that hat on at an angle that many of us have never been able to repeat. And that was pretty much the end of it. You know what I'm saying? That was his greatest accomplishment. No, he had some fire.
Paper Trail was fire, you feel me? Trouble Man. He had some fire music for sure.
Yeah, 24s was my ringtone. I like 24s, cars and clothes.
You feel me? Like he mixy, man. Like he always in the mix of some shit that he shouldn't be involved in, and then when it's time for him to really step up and speak of some shit, like speak on his name and protect his name, you know what I'm saying? We searching high and low, we can't find him.
But let it be somebody else going through some stuff. He the first one to, as a black man, we shouldn't be doing this. We need to. He the first one. Well, guess what, T.I.? You shouldn't be doing this. We here to tell
allegedly,
you.
Sorry, allegedly.
My bad. Allegedly.
Now,
just like
what's happening, just in case y'all don't know, is this girls coming out the woodworks saying that he be drugging them and having threesomes with his wife Tiny, and a few of them he didn't put the paws on, so it's a little crazy. Now the allegations are all stemming from a woman named Sabrina who allegedly wants to be with Tiny, and like she just got a back history of just turmoil between the couple or whatever. And Shekinah, Tiny's best friend, gets on live and really make the situation worse because she get on there talking about
you're not supposed to be laughing. This is a very serious allegation.
Why you ain't telling that you was recruiting the girls? You're making these allegations seem like facts and not allegations.
You feel me? Like, I don't know. It's looking real questionable right now for him and his wife. We're going to put a couple of little headlines up just so people can kind of relate what we're talking about. But at the end of the day, true or not, for them to all be corroborating this story, like, I know Mug's bored because there's, you know, a lot going on. They can't do stuff. But I don't know if it's all fake like that for all of these people.
Yeah.
I don't know. If
Like
it does turn out to be fake, we'll apologize. But, like...
Some of them, now I will say some of them may not be true. You feel me? But some of them seem pretty legit. You know what I'm saying? Like, all the ones and they be doing coke and popping pills and all that. I could believe that because I know people that's faking that realm, like in that status, and they know like motherfuckers really be on that. Like,
yeah, people definitely be paying for some things that they shouldn't be and doing some things they probably shouldn't.
Sugar and like,
yep.
People be freaks for real, and I'm not putting shit past anybody in the music industry. Like that's the problem. Folks be so surprised. Oh my god. What you surprised for? Like, do you not know who the industry is ran by? That's the same with Hollywood. You feel me? Like, how you gonna be surprised about the music industry when people in Hollywood be on the same stuff? And Atlanta is what? Black Hollywood, right?
Literally. It's the black LA damn near, like.
You feel me? Like, what you surprised for, bro? Like, I don't know. People be tripping. But that leads us into our first topic about black icons and how the media will diminish their image as they get older so that we no longer, you know what I'm saying, have those black icons without tainted names, you know what I'm saying? Like, a prime example is Bill Cosby. Now, it was 54 women who supposedly he drugged and all that good stuff. Now, I'm not the type to blame the victim. You feel me? Like, by no means. But, if you drug me once and take advantage of me, and I come back, am I truly a victim?
I mean, the people that choose to feel a way about the answer to that question, I feel like, are the same people that feel a way about is slavery a choice. It's just like, at what point is like stuff a choice? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying I feel one way or the other. I'm just saying, just like people make the decisions to do certain things in their lives, you can make the decision not to. And I just feel like sometimes that should be discussed. And here's one situation I want to highlight just because we're here right now and we're talking about, you know what I'm saying, black icons getting their situations, you know what I'm saying, messed up because of people corroborating stories. There was a football player. I'm not going to go into the details. Don't be hitting me up. Y'all don't comment trying to Baylor bash my school and all of that. I know it was a bad thing that happened there. I'm not making light of that. But there was a very important situation that got kind of minimized under the dirt while all of that stuff was going on, and that was Sean Oakman. I'm going to put a picture or video here, Sean Oakman, because this dude was a monster. A complete monster at football. Like, serious, real deal. And for him to go through what he went through, getting accused of taking advantage of a woman, sat in jail for a point, I'm sure. Like, he was scheduled to be a lottery pick in the NFL draft, as far as I know. Had his career completely snatched from him because of those accusations. Like, I'll never forget stuff like that. And it's like, I'll never...
So we was talking about, like, black icons and stuff like that. So I was saying, you told the story about Buddy at Baylor. And it was something similar with Keith Applin at Michigan State. He was a basketball player and, you know, dealing with the wrong kind of women. Because I believe the charges were dropped or, you know what I'm saying, the allegations were proven false or whatever the case may be. This woman accused him of raping her. And so he has to go to games and he's playing games and people got billboards, you know what I'm saying, and they got stands. Keith Applin, you're a rapist.
Of course. Hey, Buzz be going crazy at the games. They go...
And it's just tough because it's like, bro, like, that ain't even who I am. But my name is being tarnished over something that I really didn't have control of. The only control I had was not dealing with the chick in the first place. You know what I'm saying? So, like...
And part of that be sometimes that do be the athlete's fault. As a man, I gotta admit, sometimes I got it because nobody ever says that. So as a man, let me say, sometimes that do be the athlete's fault. But sometimes
I just feel like they gotta be smarter. They gotta be smarter, bro. Like, you have to see history, and you have to know that history does what? Repeat itself. Therefore, I'm not going to put myself in a situation to where, like, this is the case. If all else, like, if I was a man and I wanted to do something with a particular kind of person, we're going to sign some contracts. Do you agree? I'm going to verbally record you. Is it okay? Do I have your consent to record you? And I'm going to record myself asking this. You say yes or no. If you tell me no, I'm leaving. Okay, yes. Are you in agreement with, or are you having consensual intercourse with me? Yes or no? Yes. Okay. I'm going to end this recording now. Boom. And what is your name? You hear me say, like, I'm going to protect myself at all costs, because these women are like, they mad because they didn't get what they expected to get out of sleeping with a certain individual. And saying that, I'm going to go into R. Kelly. Like, a lot of people scared to talk about this topic, but I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Kel's from Chicago, so I'm going to always ride with Chicago, right or wrong. Like, I'm never going to talk bad about nobody from Chicago, not in the public eye, but, you know what I'm saying? If it's me and them behind closed doors, or shit, me and my friends cracking jokes, that's one thing, but I'm not finna be on the media talking bad about nobody from Chicago. Like, them chicks that was in that Surviving R. Kelly series wrote books. Do you not see the correlation between that? Like, and they saying anything. Somebody the girls had to be rescued from a hotel, from the Hilton in Beverly Hills. Who the hell needs to be rescued from the Hilton in Beverly Hills? And when your mama come get you, you go back 2 days, like, free will. Go back 2 days later. Like, if you really, like, if I reconnect with my OG, I'm not letting my mama go. Like, damn, Ma, I missed you. Like, and you know how me and my mama relationship is, so it might be a little different, because, you know what I'm saying, my mama, that's like my best friend down there. So,
well, I mean, that's the story that they told.
You know what I'm saying? That's your comfort zone. That's your safety. And she came all the way out here just for you to go back. Like, a chick say she flew to Dallas, which is where she was from. And Kels called her like, man, where you at? Oh, I'm in Dallas. Man, get back on the plane, come back here. What? Click. First of all, we got so many miles between us. What do I look like if I'm a victim and I just got out of this situation? Now, granted, I'm not saying that, you know what I'm saying, some people don't fall in love with their oppressor, you know what I'm saying? Like, it happens. But if I'm so scared, or I feel like, if I'm conscious enough and aware enough to know that this is wrong, that means I'm not in love with my oppressor. Because I know that something is wrong. You feel me? Like, yeah. I'm not finna get back on a plane. Like, you got to really sit and think about this. I'm in Dallas. I'm at the crib, and you hit me. So now you telling me, go back to the airport. So now I got to drive to the airport, or catch an Uber to the airport. I got to pack my bags. I got to drive to the airport. So now I got time. This is all time. You feel me? My mind should be thinking, oh, I shouldn't be doing this. Or, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm excited to get back. It's one of the two.
Yeah, I mean.
And then you get to the airport, you have to go through security. You got to check your bags. Like, you still got time. You got to get to the gate. You got to wait. Because 9 times out of 10, you get to the airport with some time. Like, you ain't really rushing through. Then you land in Chicago. You got to make a phone call. Yo, I landed. Like, this is a whole process. And you mean to tell me I'm supposed to believe that this man, like, got you under some kind of spell like that? Like, you got to stump your feet on the floor to let them know you got to go to the bathroom?
I mean,
what kind of human being are you, like?
I mean, the story, there's no way to say that those stories weren't wild. But it's just like, again, to your point, I think there was definitely an ulterior motive behind the documentary. Whether or not, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's already, I don't know. The documentary is so shaky.
Like, let's be real. We got to really think about this. Everybody in the damn documentary saying Kels can't read and he, like, needed assistance. So where are the people that was helping him? Like, are we not going to make them fucking predators as well? The way we trying to shame Kels? Like, are we not going to shame the people in the music industry? Because everybody in the world knew that he married Aaliyah underage. Everybody in the world knew he pissed on that girl.
And some people still chose to make money with him.
And you feel me? We all continue to listen to this man after we done found out this shit. Like, and so I personally can't trust anyone who don't listen to him now, because you listen to him after he pissed on a 14-year-old child. And mind you, the parents of the 14-year-old didn't even want to come forward. So, like, me, that has no connection whatsoever to this little girl, how can I, like, how am I supposed to feel if your parents don't even give a fuck? Like, this is the reality of the shit. Like, man, one kid, 17, the parents drove her down. I think they was in Florida or some shit. I forget where. They drove down to his hotel room. Supposedly, he's having an audition upstairs in the hotel room, and he say she can only come up. The parents can't. What kind of parents is going to allow that to happen? Like, are we not connecting some dots? These motherfuckers was trying to use this man, and they couldn't because he was broke, because he didn't know how to read his contracts and don't even own his masters, if I'm correct. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I mean, it's definitely a lot of, like, questionable, like, holes in the story. Too many questions. But, like, at the same time, like, it's like, I think the bigger point, like, that you making ultimately is, like, when it comes to those type of people, it's always that ulterior motive when it comes to stuff like that. So, sometimes, like, there's gonna be some times, like, you know what I'm saying, but
where it's true,
you feel me? But generally speaking, you know what I'm saying, it's so many of these stories, people tweeting. Just think about all the stories we never even see of people saying wild stuff and posting, like, I met this person and he treated me this way, or he told me he was gonna do this for me, or. But it's like, again, to your bigger point, it's like, when it comes to our black heroes, like, whatever we want to think in the privacy of our homes is cool, but, like, to spend the little voices that we do have in that idle time
and tear them down.
You feel me? Like, tearing them down is just like, for what? Like, the amount of people that spend their time on social media just talking about how much they hate dude, it's just like, I get it, but it's like, why don't you just talk about something else? That's all I'm saying.
But like, my whole thing, I can't even understand, bro. Like, for real. It's the same shit with Michael Jackson. Like, and it was proven that this man, like, these same kids that y'all saying he touched, just saying, no, he ain't touched me.
Exactly.
You feel me? And even after his death, motherfuckers like Oprah lame ass is speaking on him. Like, man, let that man rest in peace. They already tried to turn him white. You see his kids, blonde hair, blue eyes, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, the whole Michael Jackson sabotage is like a very, like, telling story. If you really paid attention to, like, the fact that this man had a skin disorder and they constantly flashing the pictures bright as fuck in his face, and, like, knowing he's sensitive to light, you know what I'm saying? Like, the fact that, like, they portrayed an image that made him feel lesser than himself. Like, it was a lot of different things where they messed with his mind, like, along the way. And, like, to still go back and listen to his music knowing, like, he was really just about promoting love and, like, unity amongst his people and, like, generosity, and, like, those were his pillars of, like, what he was really singing and talking about. Not let's do drugs and do this and do that. He was talking about let's love one another, let's grow together. These colors don't mean anything. Like, that's what he was singing about. Like, and these were the best songs. Like, so it's like, again, like, for somebody to be that powerful and built on love, and then, of course, the obvious, you know, stuff he was doing financially that was so transcending beyond anything any black person had ever done, any color. But the fact that he was black, like, they couldn't have it, like.
But they don't want him to be remembered in history as black either, like. Bro,
that's what I'm saying. They can't have it. They can't have it.
That shit is so, like, it baffles my mind as to how we as a people don't even see this shit, and, like, we real life allow them to say anything about our, like, heroes, our black icons.
Because let's flip it around. Let's make like, and this is
Elvis.
This is really the closest to the conversation, right? Obvious Elvis, but here's, like, the closure. Really is, like, think about the Beatles. That's a huge hero, right? Think of how many trash Beatles songs there are. You know what I'm saying? Like how many like who knows what type of stuff they was doing? Like with they little groupies they had on their tour bus, and like people loved them. And it's like you'll never hear. When the last time you heard a white person talk trash about the Beatles, the Rolling Stones, Elvis?
And we know,
and that's all we say. That's all we
Elvis
saying.
story way too well. Like, and so for me, I just feel like as a people, we have to be aware of what they're really doing, because, like, I feel like R. Kelly is just the best example, because they really trying to tear this man down. Like, they done tore his name down, they tore his legacy down. Like,
he's the model. He was the model for what they, you know what I'm saying, for the you know what I'm saying, the steps, like the process.
Like this man, like, I ain't even using what he went through as a kid, you feel me? Because not all victims turn into a perp, you know? So if you look at his music though, how he went from like a sex symbol, he did gospel, like he done it all. Like, there's no category damn near that he wasn't in when it came to, like, that R&B shit. Like, Shorty was really like that. Like, so I'm not really be uplifting you. You know what I'm saying? You the world's greatest. You know, like, I believe I can fly. Like, how do you let these things go just because of some allegations? Because let's be clear, this has not been proven. He has not been convicted of any of these crimes. His wife wanted to say she was in the basement and he wouldn't let her out the basement, dog.
Facts.
Like, do you hear yourself? I didn't know none of this was going on because I lived in the basement. Bitch, what? What kind of goofy is you?
And again, just so we clear, like, mothers know, like, we're rational human beings. We're not saying that R. Kelly's a perfect human being or like that he didn't do anything. You feel me? We not on that. We just saying open your eyes to the world around you and be aware. That's pretty much all we saying, really. Like,
and I'm saying, I'm gonna say this: if you want to cancel Kells, you need to cancel all the songs that he's ever written for anybody, because that's a part of canceling him. And you need to cancel the people that he's done features with and who's done features on his songs, because they knew, which means they didn't give a fuck either, which means that their morals and their values are in question as well. If his morals and values, if you really feel that deeply about it to where you're like, I'm canceling my memories, because everybody know you get some type of nostalgia when you listen to certain songs and you get I remember, you know what I'm saying? It's like Stumping in My Air Force Ones by
Nelly.
Well, for you go back to the time, like, damn, they had the white tees and you had all different type of ones. I was like, man, come on, man. Like, man, that shit just blow mine. And speaking of, actually, that go right into my next topic. You with the white tees and ones and shit.
What's that?
You know, I always talk about.
Oh, this is your favorite topic. We've been waiting on this. Okay. Yeah.
I be talking about the high end versus the streetwear versus the designer. So, bro, from your opinion, what separates each?
So, just to be clear, what are the labels again? Is it streetwear, designer, and what?
And high-end fashion, quote unquote.
But I mean, okay. So let's start. So like, I think it's like high-end fashion, I guess, would be the high end, right? So that's like
the Gucci's, the Louis.
Exactly.
You know,
It's a fashion house, essentially, like where it's like they have access to that next level of production and manufacturing. It's like way beyond. It's not even way beyond. It's that upper level. It's the end all be all. Yeah, it is like it's innovation. It's the new. It's reinventing the old. You know what I'm saying? Because it's old.
Like that bag I showed you.
Chill out. I'm not pubbing none of that stuff until they pay us. LV hit us up. Everybody else.
Hey, I ain't even say the name, bro. You dropping gems already.
I'm just saying, hit us up, man.
Let me just pop up with the bag. Shit.
Hey,
that motherfucker's so spicy.
Anyway, unless they sending us free stuff, that's the last drop y'all getting on. Send us some free stuff. We the culture. But anyway, that's like the end all be all, right? It's the fashion house. Then it's like, all right, the designer / streetwear is where it gets kind of gray. Because it's like, because people want to call themselves, this is designer. This is design. I'm designing it out. That's like street talk to where you feel like you a level above everybody. But then it's like, then what is streetwear? Streetwear is essentially inappropriate to be worn at events and stuff, it's viewed as like it's streetwear. Like it's whatever anybody's making. Like, oh, your friend got a brand, oh, that's got to be streetwear. Or this person has a brand, oh, that's streetwear. Like, but it's like ultimately, if this friend has a brand and they're creative and they're doing it at a certain level, aren't they also a designer if they're curating the image and the whole idea and the concept? And that's where I think it gets really gray. It's like, what about that kid that was, you know what I'm saying, into fashion and into the culture and into this and into that, and evolved over time, developed a brand, and it's like, isn't that a designer?
Let me
Somebody
ask
that's
you
curating
something.
an idea. So I don't know.
What
And an
is
experience.
Polo?
You said what?
What is Polo? What is Polo? Ralph Lauren.
But see, that's a tough one because they're an umbrella brand, so they would damn near be the upper echelon. They're high end essentially, because under their umbrella they have all facets. Like,
and so this is where I always say, like, streetwear is designer. There is no if and in my mind there's no ifs, ands, or buts. Like, there's levels, you feel me? Like, there's levels of, okay, like you base, like, you the Walmart streetwear, and then, you know what I'm saying, you got your Target, and then, you know what I'm saying, we go up and up from there. Like, we just gonna keep on little level, taking little steps.
like
And
you
so,
got
like,
even grocery stores. Like, you got your Owls around the corner. You got your Jewel. You got your Whole
you know what I'm saying?
Foods, and then you got, you know what I'm saying,
You got your Trader
Trader
Joe's.
Joe's.
But yeah, like, that's just the way it go. Like, when I think of streetwear, why is Supreme considered designer, but it's really streetwear?
But I mean, it's a kind of a mind trick a little bit if you think like
Off-White. If you look at Off-White, like, yeah, Off-White has some clothes where people like, hell no, I ain't finna rock that, like, not in the streets. But they got some stuff that you rocking in the streets. They got a what kind of belt is it? I forget the name of the belt, but like a hardware belt type of thing.
You
Like,
talking about the utility belt? It's like yellow that everybody wear.
Yeah, like,
It's $100 piece of. No, I'm just playing.
like, no, seriously though, like, that's really streetwear, but people call it designer. You know what I'm saying? So, like, how we doing this? Like, how come?
But to my point,
that's
that's an idea where it was curated and produced and marketed in a way to where he designed that. Like, he made people feel like this little belt is. You feel me?
I feel the same with Rich Hezza. Like, shorty shit cold. You feel me? Like, I love his little creative sayings and his designs and all. Like, I'm rocking with that.
The
People
Chicago.
consider that. You feel? And he's from Chicago. You know, from Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Same with Virgil. Well, Off-White, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's
from the burbs, but I rock with him still.
I don't really rock with Virgil, but you know what I'm saying? I gotta give him his.
Since he rep our city, I'm gonna rock with it.
You feel me? He from the land, like, shit. He doing big things for designers, so you know what I'm saying? We shine the light on Chicago designers. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have gotten more light shown on us because of him. I will say that. Like, people like, damn, hold on, he from where? He coming up with this, and now people biting off our designers, the ones that people don't know about. You know what I'm saying? Sure. Like, so to me, it's a brand, Pillars brand in Chicago. I'm looking at them like designer. Like, that's high-end streetwear.
Yeah, I mean, in their defense, they definitely got levels to their brand too. Where it's like some stuff you look at, I'm like, production's pretty good on this, comparable to anything. Sometimes,
and so
I'm like, that's pretty real.
I just feel like a lot of times we sell ourselves short by naming something streetwear. Like, you creators, not necessarily me because I'm not a designer, but like people who, you know what I'm saying, in that fashion industry sell themselves short. Like, I had a conversation with somebody and she like, no, I never sell my tees for $400. I say, why not? Like, I'm not saying you should, like, right now, but as you grow, you feel me, you can. Look at Milano. Milano is a black woman from Philly designer, and she got all, like, her gear to me is cold, like, and it's jogging suits, and I'm saying she got a few dresses and some other stuff on there, socks as well. Like, she got some stuff, but it's cold, and she's charging $500 a piece for a top and a bottom. You know what I'm saying? So you got $1,000 jogging suit on from a black-owned brand. Same with Rich Hazard. Like, I don't understand why we sell ourselves short. You know what I'm saying? Like, as a whole, because we really, I feel like we set the tone for what people want to wear. Like, Gucci don't really make, like, they make clothes. I hate them, but they
Here, let me just make it simple for everybody. Think about this. Maybe what was it, about 3 or 4 years ago, before Nike Tech came out, when there was no Nike Tech pants, it was no Nike Tech, but everybody was wearing Nike jogging suits. Everybody was wearing them. Like, it was literally a thing where before tech suits, people were still wearing Nike jogging pants, Nike hoodies. And then you know what happened? Designers was like, man, people really like wearing those hoodies and looking comfortable. We need to start making some like jogging pants and stuff.
Clothes, you feel
and
me?
So they started making. You start seeing more designer sweatpants and stuff. And Nike was like, "How don't you like y'all got us mixed up?" So then Nike came with the tech pants, and it was like completely over from there. Like, and then I skipped a little points in between where it was like the Palm Angels joggers, but you get the point. It's like realistically, the sports and stuff, which is us again, are setting the tone for what designer is of what tone. You know what I'm saying, what it is. Like that was proving your point, right?
And that's all I'm saying about it is like you take us out the equation and they wearing boyfriend jeans. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and mid-top Air Force Ones.
and like big ass t-shirts, which I'm not saying
dirty mid-top Air Force Ones.
I'm not even gonna talk about their shoes, bro. Like, that's on them, you feel me? Like, they fuck up the whole outfit with the shoes. But it is what it is, you know? Like, that's what they, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, that's what they like type shit, I don't know. That just ain't how we rock, though. Like, our whole fit gotta be crispy. And that go back, shit, to ancient times from our ancestors and shit, wearing the decked out robes and fucking head garments, and they be having the jewelry with the nice sandals, you know what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers used to go crazy, and we just don't understand. Like, that's why we like to dress like that. That's why we like gold and like all of the nice, comfortable garments is because we come from that. You know what I'm saying? Like, people, oh, black people so materialistic. Nah, bro, we just like what they say. You look good, you feel good.
Facts.
So that's just how it go. Last topic is this is interesting. What does it mean to be a husband?
What does it mean to be a husband?
Because we get the question all the time, you know what I'm saying, what makes a good wife? So what does it mean to be a husband, and what makes a good husband? Because this isn't discussed often, right? So everything is always on a wife, and then, you know what I'm saying, even then they describe a maid, you know what I'm saying, she cooks, she clean, she take care of the kids.
Okay,
like,
I see what you're saying. I'm like, huh?
And then, like, we can say, you can kind of try to say, oh, well, I'm supposed to be a protector and a provider. But what are you providing? Like,
support,
outside of
love. You know what I'm saying? That's like the main thing as a man. You got to be supportive. Like, just as much as you need support yourself as a man, you like have to be that for the family. You know what I'm saying? Emotionally, financially. You know what I'm saying? And even spiritually, like, you supposed to be the rock, essentially, like, as they say.
The leader, right?
Yeah, you definitely got to be the leader, for sure. And it's like, that's the thing that I think really has kind of made it interesting. And just the dating scene in general is just like, for men to be a leader, like, a woman has to be willing to be led somewhere. And I think that's where it gets interesting, when some of these women have like very, I don't know, don't they call it like, what's the proper term now? It's like you have to say it's I'm having my masculinity, like they be like I'm like focusing on that energy, my masculine energy or something.
Bro, I don't know.
However, I don't know how they be saying it, but it's basically like them taking charge. They trying to take charge, like, and it's like women don't feel like they can be led. So if you can't follow, like, how can the man lead if you don't even know how to follow, for real? Like,
it's not even about, like, in my opinion, right? So me, I would say that I'm a woman who knows how to operate out of masculine and feminine energy. I'm only going to give you my feminine energy if you demand that. Like, your presence has to demand my feminine energy.
Of course. That's part of it, though.
And that's the issue. Like, all right, so you got men, in my opinion, in my eyes, you have men talk that, oh, I want to go half on the bills and blah, blah, blah. That's fine. I have no problem with that. But going half on the bills means you need to be supportive and step up in other ways. You need to be able to lead me in other ways. That's one of the reasons why women were so submissive back in the day, and they were so docile. Like, they're gonna follow you no matter what.
Are we talking about black women?
All women, yeah.
So you saying that black women used to be docile?
Like, not in a sense of whatever he say type shit. You know, we always gonna speak out now.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know about that.
I'm saying in a sense of, like, what you say goes, though. Like, at the end of the day, your word, like, you got the last word. It ain't like that now. You don't got the last word. Like, we gonna talk this shit out because I don't need you. Like, I can go get my own crib. Damn, I got my own car, got my own job. I don't need you. Like, I'm not leaning on you to support my belly, the roof over my head, the clothes on my back. Like, it's a difference when I need you for that. That's why you have athlete wives who bow down. Whatever you need, yes, I got you. Cook, got it. Clean, got it. Like, because they become accustomed to a certain lifestyle. So now it's like, all right, I really can't make him mad. I really don't want to be on his bad side. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but I feel like the situations we're talking about are a very small percentage of, you know what I'm saying, daily life also. I think that more average situation is a woman that is like, this is tough for me to say because I don't want to sound like I'm bashing, but this is our platform, so I'm going to just say it. It's just like, shit, it be seeming like below average or average females will be like expecting when I say average and below average, let me be clear, because I don't want to say below average in my mind. I'm saying on a scale of 1 to 10, these are women that would fall between like 4 to 6, basically. You know what I'm saying? Because essentially 8, 9, 10 is like beautiful, gorgeous, pretty type of thing. Like beautiful, pretty, gorgeous.
I'm out. So when you saying 4 to 6, is that just...
That's the visual? Average woman.
No, visually though. Like, just your visual. Yeah. Nothing to do with your mental.
Well, I mean, what is that? I mean, when you think about how a person chooses a mate, isn't it generally by looks to start initially?
You have to have a physical attraction, correct?
Yeah, so that's what I'm basing it off that, because that's what...
We also got to think, bro, you're not finna marry a woman that does not, I don't assume, because this is an assumption, I don't know shit, like how y'all really process y'all thoughts, y'all be tweaking sometimes. I would assume that a man would not marry a woman solely based on her looks. Like, I'm hoping that y'all
it's not solely, of course not. But I'm saying, like, generally speaking, like, it's gonna be like about a woman's like features and fitness, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so when I'm rating them, I'm considering those as the primary factors. To answer your question, is that, you know what I'm saying? That's what you got.
Yeah.
So again, so from 4 to like 6 or so, those women are the ones that are expecting 9 and 10 specifically men, and it's like they are not budging, and they are strong and firm in that. I want to be clear on this. I'm not telling nobody how to live. I'm not judging. Don't hit the comments saying I'm a terrible person. I'm just saying that when you consider that those are the people complaining the loudest and banding together, it's like, shouldn't we just consider, like, what if a man, an average dude, that you would consider to be an average dude, told you he only deserved a 9 and a 10, and think of how you would talk to him, and think about how you would respond to him, and how you would look at him for even saying something like that, when you know he's like an average dude in your mind, and just think about how you would respond, and that's what I'm saying. I
mean, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I'm a little different.
I'm saying like that's, but the average person though, the average person. I'm telling you
how I can't speak. I don't know shit.
In the middle of saying that I wanted Kiana to consider what it would be like if an average dude told her that he deserved a 9 and a 10 only. And she was getting ready to say that she basically didn't even think it was a big deal.
No, I wasn't going to say that. I was
just
going to say he's getting no more conversation from me.
See what I'm saying?
Because if he's average, but like for me, it's different because I do possess a lot of masculine energy, and that's what I prefer to show the world. So if you come to me and you're an average man and you telling me what you want and you're not getting it, that means that you're not mentally tough enough to even deal with me because I'm gonna have success. And with my success, you're gonna know how to take the back seat sometime because my success is unfortunately on social media, like in the public eye. Like people gonna know who I am because of where I'll have success at. You know what I'm saying? Like it's different if I'm a successful doctor or lawyer or some shit. Like I'm in the entertainment field.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? So that means you're gonna have to deal with people knowing who I am. And you may not be as known as me. And for a man, you know, y'all got egos and shit. Like,
I get what you're saying, but again, like, I just wanted for our audience remind us that, like, she's not technically the average girl that we would think of here again, or woman, I should say. Like,
that's true.
I'm not so like, and that's not like no shots to nobody that's not doing what you're doing. I'm just saying, like, generally speaking, that's not the stratosphere that everybody's playing in, especially when you consider looks. It's like that's part of it. Like it's not gonna, like, the doctor's degree is like a great thing, but like, is that gonna help you get chose to be married? Like, kinda, but like look, I know what you're trying to think about, and I know what you're trying to get at, but realistically, when you think about the type of man that you wanted and the type of man you think you're gonna get because you got the doctor's degree, does it really make that much of a difference? It's like, I don't know.
So at the end of the day,
and that's just an example.
Not yet.
Like the doctor's degree is just an example.
Is that we attract what we are, or we attract where we are.
That's right. That's all I'm saying.
And so
so the expectations got to be somewhat reasonable.
That is true. But my whole thing, we kind of got off topic because the question was, what makes a good husband?
Right.
And if a man, like, in my opinion, when I don't necessarily think a provider makes a good husband, like, especially in this day and age, because like I said, we going 50-50, right? So I'm going to need you to be a spiritual leader, an emotional leader.
Well, that's what I said.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, I was like, that's literally
I'm in agreement.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying, like,
we got cut off, so we got to reconnect our thoughts. She's agreeing with what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Not my fault.
Like, so this is the thing. I'm basing this shit off social media, too, because we see a lot of, like, a man got to do this. He needs to be responsible. He needs to be nurturing. He needs to be caring. Like, all the things that a man really want from a woman, he has to be that, too, because you have to have a balance of masculine and feminine energy. And it works both ways. Like, it's not just a woman's job to nurture a child. Like, think about how a father is with his daughter. You gonna see the sweetest like, he could be Shaquille O'Neal. He gonna be soft as hell with his daughter. You know what I'm saying? Like, got that man wrapped around his finger. And it's the same way. I feel like it should be the same way with your wife. Like, not in them same, like, it is gonna be different, of course. But, like, you gotta be able to allow us to make you soft. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta have that soft spot, and like, it take more, I think, to be a man and be emotionally mature enough to be aware of your feelings, one, and vocalize them and be vulnerable. I think we don't talk about that enough. Like, vulnerability makes a good husband as well. Transparency, like, all that shit. And nowadays, you need to know how to cook and clean too. It ain't just no money shit no more. Like, nah. Because even when men was making the money, guess who's behind the books?
I mean, we know.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so it's just like, why is it so much expected from a woman? Like a man realized told me, I said something, I forget exactly what I was tweeting about, but that man asked me something about wife training. I said, do we have husband training?
I mean, I think that's a fair question, and I think
Like,
for the most part, the like most men know that. Like that's why I feel like, again, like average or like, you know what I'm saying, even above average, like knowledge, dudes always know. Like shit, I just give women their credit because it's like I understand. Like you're right, y'all do deserve credit. Like all of it. That's cool. I'm gonna be over here. I'm gonna be over here if you need me.
Yeah, it just see. But when y'all do that, when y'all show that side on social media, y'all get called simps. I don't like that.
Well, I mean, there are simps,
and I understand it's levels. It's levels. I'm not saying that it isn't, because it be some dudes on there you just know, but it be dudes on there like, I don't know. Let me think of an example. Like, all right, say your girl crying. All right, so I saw a video. This girl was fake crying in the shower, like with her clothes on, and the boyfriend get in the tub with, didn't take his clothes off or nothing. He just hopped right in, baby, what's wrong? Like, started kissing on her, like loving on her, and it's cute. But it's people in the comments like, I would never do that, or my boyfriend would just be like, what's wrong? Like, get the fuck out the tub type shit. And it's just like, bro, it's men out here that's really like that.
I should have laughed, but like I get what you're saying. Yeah.
You feel me? But in all honesty, he's there for his woman. Like, she is emotionally secure. And what do most women want? Security.
Stability.
You feel me? Like,
consistency.
He's giving her everything she wants. And y'all don't even see that. Y'all looking at this man as a simp. But it's a guarantee that man don't got to ask that woman for nothing. She on top of everything. If he needs something. And she got it. He got it, you know?
I'm just listening because I feel like you should lead the conversation because you letting us know what, you know what I'm saying? And that's what really, I feel like that's really the way the conversation should go. Like, it's like, you ask me, like, what is a husband? And it's like, that part was easy for me to say. But now it's like, what does a woman really want, though? Because it's like, I can say what I think. And then I feel like it should be the reverse role. Like when it's, we're talking about a definition, we're defining a term. So we're just having a conversation. But in terms of the mindset, when it's like women looking for the answer to what is a man, I feel like they should ask, you know what I'm saying? Men, what do they think? Like, as far as like, what is a wife? You know what I'm saying? They should ask, like, yo, like, what is a wife to you? Like the type of men that you want. Not just like your homie that's your guy that he gonna be nice to you and tell you, you know, coddle you with these nice opinions. Not just your girlfriend who's like, oh, she sees the better sides of you and knows your intent through everything because you talk to her. Like, ask a dude who knows, you know what I'm saying? Like, that you would deem to be to that level, and like ask him what's his opinion. You feel me? Like,
see, and this is where I'm blessed because I love my brothers. Like I ask my brothers all type of stuff. Like, it's certain. I was able to get ahead of the game because of this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could be sitting around the crib doing some. Prime example. I used to paint my nails all the time, and like where I'm at right now is the reason I don't have my nails done. So we gonna say that, but. Anyway.
Just a reminder, she doing big things, you know what I'm saying? We're not going to say what she doing because people be watching, trying to figure her out, you know what I'm saying? We don't want them all in her business, but just know she doing what she do when she do what she do when she doing it.
You know what I'm saying? I do what I do when I do it, you know? But now, like, one day, you know what I'm saying, my nail polish is chipped, and my brothers get on my ass. What the fuck is that? What's wrong with you? Like, why you just take the shit off? And because it's coming, I'm not looking at it as, oh, these my brothers, they just talking shit. Damn, no, this is how men think. You feel me? Like,
exactly.
I'm automatically doing that. Like, I'm talking about, I used to wear, when I was a shorty, like in high school type shit, I was rocking the Nike socks with my regular clothes. And they got on my ass. Kiana, what you... What you doing? What you got on Nike socks for? You got on some jeans. Like, what you doing with Nike socks on?
And to your point, I mean, the delivery might not have been perfect. And again, we was you talking about kids too, but like we as grown-ups, you know what I'm saying, as growing people constantly, it's like you got to understand that if you want the opinion of others, you might have to ask somebody other than the people that's always around you. Like,
Yeah, that's
especially
true.
when they're
For
the
sure.
same gender and you trying to find out what the other gender
Facts.
needs or wants.
Facts. And something I do all the time, like, I talk to married couples. You feel me? Like, I'm always asking, you know what I'm saying, what works? You know what I'm saying, what are the 3 keys in y'all relationship? Because it's all different, you feel me? Everybody should be different.
Exactly, but
like,
as different as they are, it's like, as different as all of the movies of our life are, to live the movie, you gotta write the script. That's what Dame Dash be saying. I had to do.
Yeah. Look at that. Let me get him a shout out real quick. Let me say what he said.
No,
but nah, like, so for me, it's real life, just like knowing what's out here and what's around. And like in this dating game, this shit's so washed right now because everybody got intentions and motives and don't want to be transparent about it. And so if we can come to the table and figure out what it is that we both want from the jump, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, I'm dating and I'm looking for this, or I'm dating just to have a good time. I'm here for a short time, a fun time, not a long time. Like, that's cool too. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to open up that conversation. You feel, so we know what's going on. Because there's women out here that's dating for a husband and some who dating for dinner.
Facts.
And that's okay, because there's men out here who's looking for a wife and some who's looking for a nut.
And when they all different ages.
And it's all okay. At the end of the day, it's all okay. Like, but be transparent with your person, because you don't know, like, you could fuck somebody up for real. Like, you could hurt the shit out of somebody, because most people are manipulative, you know what I'm saying? Because this is what I want. I know I got to feed you these kind of lies or out the bam. Like, bro, you already know firsthand the type of shit I turn down.
Yeah, but it's like, but again, those people that live that way, like, again, it's like we talk about average so much, and average gets looked at as such a negative word because of the way that school tricked us with grades. Like, sometimes average is just, you know what I mean, it's medium. It's the bell curve, you know what I'm saying? It's the median level of the ups and downs. And it's like, the whole reason I'm explaining that is because as much as we aspire to be and we're striving to be better people, it's like there's a lot of people that don't. And sometimes you got to understand, and I'm not just talking about making money or striving to be ambitious. I'm talking about growing, maturing, and treating people better. Like, there's 35-year-old people who make a lot of money that aren't good people. At heart, they don't have good moral values. They don't have that. They don't have a moral compass. So, like, their way of thinking and perceiving life, let alone a relationship with another human being, might not be. It's not related. It's not correlated to how much money they make. So you might think just because they're making this much money, they got this kind of job, they gotta have some sort of moral compass and understanding. But it's like, that wasn't a necessary. That wasn't on the resume checklist to get this job. I didn't have to have moral compass, self-respect. I don't need that.
Yeah.
So,
and that's the crazy part. So, like, when you was talking about looks in the beginning, that's why I asked, like, we just talk about the visual and not the mental. Because I know, like, for me, I don't have to date the best looking guy. But I'm gonna date somebody who can elevate me mentally, who can elevate me spiritually. Like, if we're compatible, then shit, I ain't gonna say I don't care about how you look, because I have to have some type of sexual attraction to you. But if you like a 6 or a 7 and you treat me like a 12, damn it, we can be together. I don't care what nobody got to say. Like,
and that's exactly what I was waiting to hear you say before I said anything. At the end of the day, it's about figuring out what you need to make you happy. And like, that information is not going to come from anybody other than you first. And once you figure that out, it makes everything else easy. Like, it's like, it doesn't even matter like what y'all think about this. Like, I like this and this is perfect for me. So it's like, once you find that, just like you find that within your job or your vehicle, like your car, the same energy you put into finding that perfect weave or those perfect lashes, because you didn't like these lashes, but you might have liked the other lashes because they softer and they stay longer. Or you know what I'm saying? The way that you test and learn and you Google and find out about, I don't like this kind of weave and that. And it's just like, you could put that same energy into building better interpersonal relationships with people. And it's the same. I'm not just bashing. Like, even with men, like, men could be learning different stuff about how to be more caring, more supportive. So I just want to make sure I'm speaking to both sides.
I always know it's both sides, bro.
I gotta clarify.
It's a little different for me. I know your intent, as you said.
Exactly. I gotta make sure that people get to grow and learn. You feel me?
That's funny as hell.
Oh,
But shit, that
before we get
concludes.
into the, hold on, wait. Before we get into the, because I know we're gonna do our black business. I got a shout out. I usually do the jersey every time, so I had to come back. We finna head into the Super Bowl weekend pretty soon. I think it's next week. Patrick Mahomes versus Tom Brady. I'm not gonna make any predictions because I really don't care, but it's gonna be a good game, hopefully. But this jersey is Doug Williams. You know what I'm saying, from the Redskins. He was the first black quarterback to ever win a Super Bowl. So I'm gonna put a little picture up just so y'all know. Do your Googles, you know what I'm saying? Just a little history for us. You know what I'm saying? First black quarterback to win a Super Bowl, Doug Williams, rocking the jersey.
He drops mic.
All right, we can get back to our black business of the show. You going first this time because I went first last time.
Alright, cool. Shit, I already said them, matter of fact, so I'm gonna do pillars.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna do pillars brand.
We gonna add something new this time too. We gonna put a picture up too. We can start doing that. Put a picture up and the Instagram story or something, just so we can give people a shout out.
For sure. So on Instagram it's pillars_club. I got something special, actually, I can do for y'all because I have one of their jogging suits.
So what she's saying is you're getting a world premiere.
On the tracksuits on my soul. Let me go ahead and show y'all. You know what I'm saying?
So this is the first ever show and tell, you know what I'm saying, for the black business this week, Pillars.
Yep. Hold on, let me see some. Because I just got it on a hanger all any kind of way.
So this is just to confirm so y'all know we really showing support to these black businesses. We're not just shouting them out.
I really, you know what I'm saying? Got the Pillars tag.
Icy.
All throughout. Got the,
oh yeah, that's quality right there. You got the neck taping. Okay. What do I need an Adidas tracksuit for? For what?
You feel me? For what I'm doing Adidas for when I got Pillars.
Fire.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't trying to take the pants off the tag right now, but you get what I'm, you know what I'm saying?
I think as the kids say, you know WTF, what's going on.
You know what's going on. Oh, mama, we out here with it. So just know, you feel me? I got the little nice pillars you did. And that's not even my only one. That's the third one I done bought because I really feel like they got high quality material. And I rock with them, you feel me? They be doing their little thug dizzy. So shout out to Pillars.
Feel me? I had to take a step off camera because you led the new thing for the week, or for the show. The show. So since we doing show and tell, you know, I had to grab it real quick. So we got theFallAbove. This a new brand, you know what I'm saying, out of Dallas, Texas. So that's their newest hoodie. I always mess with the quality. The embroidery is fire. I don't even know if you can tell on camera, but yeah, theFallAbove on Instagram. Hoodie super fire. They might be sold out by the time that you look on there because that's how
I hope they ain't sold out by the time I look on there.
I mean, you know, I might know the dude that made it, but we'll talk about that later. So Instagram is theFallAbove, and then yeah, I mean, check them out. They got a lot of heat rock, just another brand, black owned, black creatives. I like just the stuff that they doing. It's quality. That's what's most important for us, really. So if you're making quality products, you want to get featured on the show, hit us up, you know what I'm saying? Comment, DM us, let us know your business. You want to donate some product, you want us to shout you out, or just shout out your business, hit us up. You on that. Support black business forever.
Forever. Let's regenerate this black dollar. The
almighty black dollar.
Hey, you know this shit don't work without us. No cap. No cappity, as my good brother would say.
No cappity, no doubt.
But we finna check out on y'all, so I'll holla at you.
It's been real. Peace.